Hello there. I moved, if you couldn't tell. So we moved again. And for the first time ever, I have my own craft and office space. And it's really big. Like, really big. So let's get it set up so that we can make some stuff. First, all these boxes need to go over there. So we are going to just... What the heck is this thing on? That's more like it. Okay, so now that we have all of this moved out of the way, time to move some furniture. Okay, so this is the plan. This is the entrance to my room. This is the door to actually I have a balcony. I'm not gonna show it to you though because I don't want to dox myself. This is how we're gonna do it. So I bought a new writing desk. Well, I thrifted a new to me writing desk, which is actually this gorgeous thing right here. Top comes off. So we're gonna put that right there. We're gonna put bookshelves along this back wall here. And then behind me is gonna be my computer desk. So my plan is to eventually get a rug to go actually right where I'm sitting. And then we're gonna have my table or my little drawers that have my printer on top of them, as well as some art storage. And then we have more of my crafting half of the room, which is going to have my sewing shelf, my craft shelf, my dress form, and then my craft table, which is actually going to go out into the room so that I can film from multiple sides now instead of just being stuck with like a back view. We'll be able to film from up here or here or from behind me, which is awesome. So I'm going to start moving the stuff to this wall so that we can make some space for everything else. Okay, so as you can see, I've got pretty much the office slash library side of the room all set up. So now it is time to do that side. So I'm gonna use this shelf here for all of my craft stuff. So it's gonna be like painting and bookbinding, etc. So let's get her set up. Okay, so now that I've got the craft shelf basically filled up, it is time to move over to my sewing shelf. I am putting everything pretty much in the same place as I did in my last craft space tour, so if you want to see more detail on that, then you can go watch that video, because there's no real point in showing you again. So I'm gonna fill that up, and then we're gonna do my last space, which is my writing desk, and then we'll be done. Okay, so I have most of the room done. I've got my books and my office section over at the far end. I've got my sewing stuff behind me. We are going to add one other new piece of furniture besides my writing desk to this room, and that is going to be a sort of current projects shelf. In the past, I had a little gray plastic drawer organizer, and unfortunately, when you put anything into it that weighs more than like a pound, the drawers sag and then the one below it doesn't open. It's really annoying. So we are replacing that with, surprise, surprise, another Kallax. This one's gonna be a 2x2, and it's gonna be in their like white oak finish. So my plan today is to build that. I'm not gonna do it on camera because like it's just building a piece of furniture from IKEA and no one needs to see me struggle that much. So I'm gonna build that and then I will fill it, and then I think we're basically done. So I'll show you at least what like the thing looks like. This is the little gray organizer that I was talking about. It's not great. And then these are going to be drawers for the Kallax. And then the actual thing is over here. And then I got really cute little baskets to put like my bigger current projects in on the bottom two cubes. So let's go ahead and deal with that. Okay, so my studio is finally done. Are you ready to see it? Okay, so our first stop is going to be right when you walk in. We've got the craft table. You're probably familiar with this guy. This came from my old room. Actually, most of the stuff is things that I already had. At the end of it, we have this new Kallax, which is absolutely great. It holds all of my current projects. Look how cute these little drawer pulls are. I love them. Bigger ones down here. And then we have mending on this side, and then just some additional storage and stuff. If you turn to my left, we've got the old craft storage cabinet. Again, a Kallax. You're gonna see a lot of those. I was able to get my hands on a secondhand easel here, which has a painting I'm working on it. Don't pay attention to that, that's current projects. And then we have this filled. I have got everything organized a little bit differently than it used to be. Okay, so up top we have all of the yarn and knitting stuff. In the top shelf we have my bookbinding stuff. So all of my little tools, any like book cloth that I've got, and then a collection of fun scrapbooking papers that I plan on using as end papers. And then we have the painting section. So this holds all of my acrylic and watercolor paint as well as gouache now. And then over here we've got like jars. Some of them are over on my craft table because I'm actually working on something right now. Or we have like paper for painting on. And then this bottom left one is all of my beading stuff and then some just like overflow craft stuff that I didn't have room for. And then all of my drawing stuff. All of my lovely lace and ribbon. And then we have more overflow craft. Moving on, we've got my door. So I actually have a door now, which is very exciting. And my ironing board fits nicely behind that. And then we have the sewing shelf. So this is only sewing stuff now. And then some of my large-sized bookbinding tools. But we have my machines up there. We've got my book press, which I plan on revamping at some point in the next year. We've got my sewing frame, which is perfect and needs no changes. And then this is pretty much organized the same way it was originally, except for these very top shelves. So we have my large format patterns now in this one. This is all embroidery stuff. And then this is like super regular use sewing stuff and kind of a catch-all right now. And then unfortunately I do have some overflow. These are for a few other types of projects. This isn't all sewing stuff. So this top one over here on the right is paper for bookbinding, an in-progress project bin that has moved with me twice now. I really need to finish. This one is extra fabric, which is a little scary, but I only have one extra fabric bin now, thank goodness. Then we have the dye bin, leatherworking, and I think this top one is my husband's project bin, and then some cute art. So over here on this side of the room, we have what I like to think of as my office slash library. I was able to get my hands on a really gorgeous writing desk, which I'm such a fan of. So we've got all of my planners and journals here. My desk pad finally has a desk. And then some magazines I've been looking at. We've got assorted fountain pen inks. I've got stationery up in this thing. All kinds of stuff. Books. And more books. This whole middle section is obviously my Hokusai print. And then sewing patterns, overflow fiction books, and then all of my assorted crafting books, which is a lot. So we have all of my reference books basically for assorted crafts and artists. And then we got more books over here. And then we have my computer desk, which is where I am now able to keep all of my editing and filming stuff. So all of that is in one place, which is really nice. And I have a printer in my room and a really gross tangle of cables. Don't look at that. Is this your favorite room, baby? You get too hot. Yeah. So I am super excited to share this room with all of you, and I am so lucky to have access to a space like this. And I'm really excited to be able to start doing videos regularly again. I know it's been a while, but moving will do that to you, and you know, life just happens sometimes. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. I've got some spooky season stuff coming up soon, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Bye.